Oh, and we should also go into like this segment, right? EVO already put out the statistics for their early bird special. We're gonna be having our top like 8 fighting games for like that specific weekend, and we get like a glimpse of what we can like expect of what we're going to be watching first and what we're going to be watching like last. The number of people that have registered for a specific fighting game they want to compete in. So 8 is Mortal Kombat 11, right? So Mortal Kombat still having legs. We'll probably see at like, you know, what was it? Ed Boon tweeted out, what was it? April 12th with like the tick, 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 tick. Why did Ed Boon tweeted out like a tweet that's basically saying, you know, tick but 12 times? It's gonna be like first day Melty Blood top 8 and then MK11 top 8. I'll be down to like see that because, you know, Mortal Kombat 11 the last time I watched was pretty fucking good. It was pretty freaking awesome to see. I think it was like a Mexican person that almost made it clutch to MK11 EVO 2022, and he was using khaizakahn, and I was like, yo, a khaizakahn ranking at like 2nd place? I'm like, yo, bravo, bravo. Then we have a Melty Blood type Lumina, and so that's gonna be like first day opening. But King of Fighters 15 will be 6th place. Wow, it like jumped the gun from top like 3 on like fucking Sunday to now it's gonna be like at 6, right? So I mean, it's unfortunate, right? Because, you know, albeit I love King of Fighters 15, but you know, the game is not really changing up its pace. Well, I mean, it does get like updates here and there, but it felt pretty much like the same. B Jenny is still good. Rock Howard is still good. Cronin is still good. We don't get to see any like flair or like pizzazz from any of like the other roster that we have been like, you know, seeing. So there's not much going on with like KOF. That and like, of course, you know, being King of Fighters 15 doesn't have really good matchmaking. It doesn't have any it doesn't have functional like online. We're still waiting on that, you know, matchmaking fix. Even though we're still getting like season 2 content, but even then, like the season 2 content is not really something that will razzle dazzle like fans, right? Hardcore fans will definitely be fine, but casual fans is like, who is this guy? Who's Sylvie? Who's Kim? You know, all that shit, right? So it kind of sucks that King of Fighters 15 will be like at 6th place. Probably, you know, I'm worstly expecting like opening night, but I'm hoping for like a 2nd day venue. But at least King of Fighters 15 is still at EVO, right? It's still there. It's not gonna be like that one time in EVO 2022 where it's like it was at the top 3 right here, but it's still here, so that's good enough, right? Dragon Ball Fighters is going to be at 5. Well, so probably it's going to be like at 2nd day. It's probably going to be at like 2nd day, and I think we're going to get like a balance readjustment later on. I don't think Tomoko Hiroki, the executive producer for Dragon Ball Fighters, hasn't made any new confirmations of when that actually is going to be dropping. From what I remember, you know, Dragon Ball Fighters is still a pretty hype game, albeit, you know, it's very fucking lackluster, right? Android 21's up the fucking ass. There's no like fucking variety, and then there's like Fusion Palooza with like Gogeta and Vegito or any of like the Fusion fucking characters, right? Yeah, it's still like an awesome thing to like see, especially with friends, right? Dragon Ball Fighters is still one of those like games ever since 2018 that still brings in the hype and the hardcore community of Dragon Ball Fighters. So it's definitely good on Dragon Ball players, right? Now for this one, Ultimate Marvel 3 is top 4, so this one's probably going to be like closing night. I'm definitely going to be fucking yeah, I'm gonna be eating good for that shit, right? That's gonna be my thing. I can't wait to see like Ultimate Marvel 3 like coming back, because you know it's been like how many years since like a Marvel has been not in EVO after like MVCI, right? It was after like that EVO we went through like straight 2017, right? Yeah, it was like 2017. Almost like 6 years. 6 years without like a Capcom Marvel game. And the only like Marvel game that we had to like subside with was Dragon Ball FighterZ. But now that like Ultimate Marvel 3 is back, thankfully because of thankfully because of the Throwback series, Marvel 3 is going to be coming back. And whether it be like a side tournament or a main tournament, Marvel 3 is such a fantastic fucking game just to fucking like watch. You know, it has so much like, you know, legacy nostalgia. It has so many like hype moments ingrained in EVO that like, you know, if you weren't there to watch or even like play Ultimate Marvel 3 at like a big stage podium, then you definitely fucking like missing out, right? I've been through the fucking roller coaster of emotions with with Marvel 3, so it's definitely fucking something to behold that Marvel 3, alhamdulillah, that it's back, right? Like the righteous children is back. Then we have our top 3, right? Which is, you know, Tekken 7, Guilty Gear Strive, and Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 is going to be at, you know, the closeout period. Is going to be at the closeout period for EVO of 2023. That's awesome. That's good. Everybody is super ecstatic about Street Fighter 6, right? Characters look awesome. Stages look fantastic. Gameplay is, you know, fundamentally unique, right? With a lot of depth to like explore with the drive system. Street Fighter 6 is going to be the one showcase game, and it's going to be like Capcom's, you know, showrunner game. Like, I don't think, you know, Capcom is going to be dialing it down, because Capcom is going to be like coming back, right? They're on that era of coming back, right? It's the time and era for Cap God to come back. And of course, we still get Guilty Gear Strive and Tekken 7, you know. I don't think this will be like the last year for Tekken 7. Let's see, right? Hopefully we get like more news about Tekken 8 until that time, right? But, you know, I'm gonna call it, right? I think this will be like the final year of Tekken 7 being like at EVO, because, you know, Tekken 8 will probably like come out in 2024. That will be a solid fucking guarantee, right? That will be a solid guarantee that Tekken 8 is going to be coming out next year. We don't know when specifically, but it's in the works. We're getting like character trailers. We got updates to the system mechanics, right? So everything is, you know, working good. All we need is just a release date, some more characters that are going to be showing up for Tekken 8, and we are definitely fucking Gucci. And Guilty Gear Strive, you know, it's still like sleaze bagging its way to, you know, the top positions for like tournaments, right? It's still the closeout period. I mean, you know, I should make like a video. I should make like a wholehearted video about Guilty Gear Strive, right? Cause, you know, the thing is, right, as much as I like Guilty Gear Strive, as much as I have fun playing that game, when it like came out, and I still do to this day, right? Playing with like friends is still like a fun like feeling. I don't know, it just feels like dry at this point. I mean, of course, I have like my inner like grievances with Guilty Gear Strive. You know, it's not as, you know, high octane as Guilty Gear Xrd is. There's not a lot of like combos. A lot of buttons are relegated to more fundamental usages rather than just, you know, oh, what if I could do this with like that, right? And counter system is cool, but I don't really like it because, you know, you don't get like a good follow-up. Like it comes up like a few seconds and then like, oh, I got a counter hit, what should I do after a follow-up, right? But it is like Guilty Gear Strive is like the Street Fighter 5 of the Guilty Gear like verse, right? Tone down a lot of stuff from like Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 5 is still like crazy, but you know, name of the game is about, you know, mixes and like throws and like all that shit. Not that like, you know, it's exact one-to-one like Street Fighter 5, because Guilty Gear Strive is a totally like different thing. It's of course an anime fucking fighter with air dashes and shit like that, and a lot of different mix-up potential. But yeah, just like Guilty Gear Strive, you know, maybe it's like with the recent batch of like characters that I am not like motivated to play Guilty Gear again. Yeah, I just need like that motivation factor that like, you know, there's fun, there's creativity in Guilty Gear. I don't feel like, you know, I'm missing some stuff, or I'm restricted some stuff, right? Because like I had fun like trying out or labbing out characters for Guilty Gear when those like select characters like came out, right? I had fun labbing out who was it? Sin Kisuke when he came out. I had a lot of fun just like going into the lab and just like seeing what like stuff works. Practically, I don't think I'll be ever using that shit again, because I'll be using like tools rather than like, you know, custom creativity. But those like custom combos that I like found, like what sort of like combos can I like work with, those are a lot of fun. Like the Guilty Gear Strive definitely has like that lab potential, but I don't know. It's just I'm like tuckered out of it. I don't want to say it, but you know, like it's there. Like I'm sorry, you know, but unless like Guilty Gear Strive definitely like, or I think I maybe heard kids outside or something. It didn't come from my like headphones or something, right? I was like, I've been hearing things. Fuck. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 definitely at the top, then Guilty Gear Strive, then Tekken 7, then Ultimate Marvel, and Dragon Ball FighterZ, King of Fighters 15, Melty Blood, Mortal Kombat 11, Ultimate, and all that shit, right? So we got like the early bird registration, right? And of course, like this is early bird, like maybe things can change. Did signups like close for EVO? Oh, at April 9th. Yeah, it definitely fucking closed. There's only 1 hour left for the early bird pricing for EVO, right? But yeah, I mean, things... No, yeah, this is like this is like the confirmed like list. So what we see is, you know, what we get.